Hey y'all, welcome back to Bombastic Gaming. I'm Jake. Thank y'all for tuning in and all the support. It is greatly appreciated. But if you haven't already, you know the drill. Please hit the like, the subscribe, and click that bell so you can get notifications when new videos like this one drop. Okay, so we have another board game for you. It's a short and sweet game, kind of like last week's board game. It's called Sequence. It's a 2 to 3 team board game. Up to 12 players can play. We will get into that here in a second, but I just want to remind y'all, in the description below, there will be a link for the video that we did covering Lying Pirates, the board game. Check that out to see how you all can enter to win a free for a chance to win a free copy of this game. This will be the last week that you have to enter, because next Sunday we will have a board game, but we will also release a video of like the drawing that we do for the winner of this board game, and then I will get into contact with that winner in order to figure out how to ship this out to them. But remember, description below for a chance to get entered to win Lying Pirates from Kickstarter. That's no longer available on Kickstarter. But I hope y'all enjoy the video of Sequence, the board game. Here it is. Stay tuned and enjoy. Okay, y'all, so now that you can see the layout of the game, this is pretty much all that's included with the game. You get your board map, you get tokens, little plastic tokens of 3 colors, green, red, and blue, and you get a deck of cards that's Sequence. There is 104 cards in this deck. There are, the regular ace through king, or however you want to do it, 2 through ace. There are 4 jacks with 2 eyes and 4 jacks with 1 eye. That is significant because it matters how the game is played. Then you get this rule book, which is very simple. It just comes out. So it talks about the jacks. So the jacks are... the 4 2-eye jacks are wild, so they can be used as any card other than the jacks. And then the 4 1-eye jacks are anti-wild, and I'll explain that. So basically what it is, you pick out, when you start out, it can have 2 to 12 players in teams of 2 or 3. And basically what you do is you play as a team, or if it's just 2 people, then you just play 1v1. But you have these tokens, and they represent your team. And then based on the number of players, as you can, instead of like reading it out, let's get it close enough that it can focus. So that's how many cards are dealt to each player, based on the number of players, regardless of whether you do 2 or 3 teams. You get those cards. So you'll get dealt your cards. So we'll just say, for the sake of argument, 4 cards. Now, the only thing is, you cannot talk with your teammate or show them your cards or anything. So basically what you would do on your turn is you look at your cards, and you would put down one of these and you discard. So for instance, I would say discard the 9 of hearts, and then I put a blue token on a 9 of hearts. There are 2 for each card in each suit on this board. So you have a 9 of hearts here and a 9 of hearts here. So you can put it on either one. Now the 2-eyed jacks that they were saying are wild. If you played one of those, hopefully I don't have to dig too much for one. But what it means is right here, like this, is the 2-eyed jacks. Maybe we can get in focus. So a jack that has 2 eyes. I could cast or put that down and put any card with a token representing my team. After you have played your card and put down your little token, you draw 1 card to have in your hand. There's no way to draw multiple cards or anything like that. If you forget to draw a card and the next person goes, and they're not just like trying to go really fast, like you forget and then they take the turn, technically by the rules you're not supposed to draw again. And then what the key piece is you're supposed to make a sequence to win the game, hence the name. Which means there are you and your teammates, however it may go, you have put down 5 in a row. And then there are 2 sides to these coins. Hopefully we can get this into focus. Oh, dropped it, so probably not. Come on, there we go. So you get one that has all 4 suits, and then it says sequence. So once you have the sequence, you're supposed to flip them over to sequence. And then if somebody plays one of those one-eyed jacks, they cannot remove one of the ones that say sequence. However, if they are all on the suit, you can remove one. So like if I played a jack, I could remove it to keep them from the sequence. If you play in teams of 2, where 2 teams, you're supposed to get 2 of those sequences in a row. If you're playing 3 teams, it's only 1 to win. And as well, if you have like the 5 like I had laid out, for your second sequence, you're only allowed to use only 1 of those to complete the next sequence. You can't use you can't have like 5 here and then put like 1 and be like, oh, well, I used 4. No, but like you could do if 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, and then you could do 1, 2, 3, 4 and use that as the sequence. And then once, like I said, if the deck runs out of cards, it's rule to draw. And then you can have multiple columns. So you could do the whole this, you could do this whole this. And then another piece. So these corners here, 1, 2, 3, and 4, they say sequence. They don't have a specific card. However, so you can use those for your sequence. It's like a free space. So if you get like these 4, and you can also do it in a row this way with a sequence. So you can use those spaces for that. And normally we play like a best 2 out of 3 type deal or something like that. There's no like rules. It's just you win the game. You could play again, but that's how we do it just because of how fast these games usually go. And like it says in the rules, it's strictly forbidden. Basically, you're not supposed to show, talk, or anything. It's just, you almost have to be like telepathic in order to play this game. But it's pretty straightforward, pretty simple. If you're playing 2 teams, you're supposed to use the green and the blue because there's 50 of these and there's only 35 of the red. I don't know why they did that. There's no rhyme or reason. It doesn't make sense. But yeah, that's how they did it. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple, pretty fast game. It's a lot of fun, especially like because of playing with multiple people. And you're not allowed to like coach or talk or hey, don't do this or don't do that. But so I hope y'all enjoyed this very short, quick overview of the game sequence. Stay tuned for more content like this. And also, don't forget, I know I mentioned it in the beginning of the video, but I just want a reminder, we have 1 week left for all of y'all to enter the Lying Pirates chance to win the board game. The description will have the link for that video, which will contain the details of how to get entered to get a chance to win that board game. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Until next time, take care, y'all, and have a blessed one.